We are here at Industry Night for Bent, and I have the amazing director of the play tonight, Crystal Craft. Crystal, oh my gosh. 2 nights, I've seen this now, 2 nights. Packed house, 99 seats in the theater, packed house. How does that feel? You're making it happen.
It's amazing. It's so hard to get anybody to show up in LA for theater. Everybody says LA is not a theater town, and yet there are dozens and dozens of small theaters. This is actually one of the larger of the small theaters in LA and one of the nicest houses in LA. I mean, I'm sure you were shocked when you walked in to see how amazing this space is.
I'm gonna say, look up here, people. Look up here. If you could turn around for just a second. Look in the balcony there. There we go. There we go. A very fine theater at that.
A lot of places you come in and it's, that's 30 seats and the ceiling's about 10 feet over your head, and they, do theater on a postage stamp, and it's so difficult. It's so difficult. So we're blessed. We just have this amazing space built by the people in this company. I mean, the actors hammered the nails and made the stage, and the seating was donated, and it's a very magical place. It's a very magical place.
Here comes the question. What inspired you to direct something like this? What inspired Bent?
Well, the real answer is I saw the original production back in 1979, I think, with Richard Gere and David Dukes on Broadway. And I was a young theater student. I had just started college, and it was one of those seminal moments in my own personal theater-going experience. It took me about 10 minutes to get out of my chair. And it's been one of my favorite plays ever since. And Tyler and I have collaborated in the past on shows, and he came to me and said, "We need to do another play. What do you got up your sleeve?" And so I pulled it off the shelf and blew the dust off of it, and he wanted to do it, and here we are.
So I want you to tell them in YouTube worldwide, LA bound, people who have not seen Bent, what to expect, what to look for.
Well, the main thing is it's just an amazing, amazing story. It's an important story. Bent is on a lot of those 100 most important plays ever written kind of lists, because it's about the topic of specifically how homosexuals were treated at Dachau well before World War II ever existed, but during Hitler's rise to power. But the central message of the play is the amazing strength of the human spirit, and that no matter what, people sometimes find the way to exist and to create life inside of very dire circumstances. And the kind of persecution that happens in this play, even though it's a historical play, takes place in the 30s, still goes on every day all around the planet. And that's another reason we wanted to produce this play. It's got such a universal, important message about the ability of people to survive man's inhumanity to man. It's a really strong statement.